Hi Sarah, Phil Beever from the Wilderness Club. Just want to recap on our lesson this morning. So let's have a look at your first swing here on the left. As we take the club away, very, very good. We can see here the club hides the hands, cuts through the right forearm, really tidy. Right leg starts to straighten, which I love. Now this is where things start to go a little bit awkward. We can see at this point here, your head is at, let's say, one level. And you can see as you just go swing a little bit too far, head just goes slightly above it. Now we're talking fractions, but for me it's just too long a swing. It's a little bit out of control. This elbow's pointing in the wrong direction. It's a bit too flying, and the gap between the elbows, sort of here and here, if I get rid of all these lines now, the gap here between these two elbows is just too far apart, so we're a little bit disconnected at the top. Now what that's going to do is that's going to get you to come down slightly too steep. So we're going to see now as you swing down, the shaft is going to cut through your left forearm, which we can see at this frame just here. Yeah, we can see that's just cutting through your forearm. Now that means you're going to swing the club slightly outside the line coming down. So we can see now your club head is slightly to the right of this red line. Now it's massively from there, and that just means we're going to swing left and across it, which is what you've been doing. Now the only way you've been hitting it straight from there by swinging across it is to keep the club face open. So if you swing left with the face slightly open, you'll hit it straight or to the right, but quite weak. And it's evident here with the club face that we've left that open there. So firstly I wanted to work on those elbows. So if we have a look here at the swing on the right, we're going to see that right elbow much more squeezed to the top. Now that's a beautiful looking backswing. If we look at this one again now, look at the difference of this elbow. It's pointing down. It almost matches the spine angle. Is slightly steeper than that, which I love. This left arm's terrific. Very different position when we look at this swing now on the left. Because you're in a better position here on the right, what that means is as you start down, Sarah, from there the club is going to drop back on the inside. We can already see that shaft's now cutting through your right forearm as opposed to this swing on the left, where the swing was cutting through your left forearm. So very, very different. Swing on the left, we knew you was attacking the ball down here from the outside. Let's have a look at this swing here on the right now. We can see now you're attacking the ball on the inside. That club is always to the left of the ball coming in. So that's the two really good changes we made. The one change we did struggle with, is this club face. We can see here it's still pointing over to the right there, Sarah. We just needed to get them hands to work. Now you did work on them hands. We can see here, even this position here, that's still pointing right. But it all happened a bit late. So even at this position here, the face is still open. And then you try and wrap it over, and we can see that's evident in that follow through now. It's a very different follow through to the swing on the left. So I love the swing. Really work hard on to the top, squeeze the two elbows together, shorten the swing, get that club dropping a bit more behind you. And you know how I did that. I got that right elbow going into your side, holding the wrist angle. And then from here, we put a stick on the floor. Just try and really hook the ball around that. Really get them hands twisting and working hard for me, and grip it a lot softer. And we see some massively different results. Really like it. I think you're doing great there, because I haven't seen you in a long time. I'll work on a little bit of your legs next time. Otherwise, it's a really good swing. Well done.